Sometimes not responding is a response.
Well, you talked about how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly to him or something. I think it was over the Start from the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about Started from the Bottom, I don't know what Diddy would have did with that beat.
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is, right now, that's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake. Drake is my friend.
Man, Drake just flipped the whole internet upside down. He literally let the world hear Jay-Z's private warning about Diddy, and trust me, it's beyond wild. Suddenly, those old Jay-Z bars everyone brushed off, they're hitting completely different now. It's like he was dropping secret codes about Diddy from the very beginning. And now, everything finally makes sense. But hold up, let's rewind for a second. We gotta set the stage properly. Back in 2010, Drake was still the fresh face in the rap game, and out of nowhere, boom, Jay-Z steps in. Hav co-signed Drake early on by jumping on his debut album, Thank Me Later. The track, Light Up, that wasn't just another feature. That was a stamp of approval. The kind of thing that cements careers. Some fans even saw it as Jay passing the torch, quietly positioning Drake as the next-gen heir to the throne. And Jay didn't stop there. Over the years, he popped up again and again. 2013's Pound Cake, 2018's Talk Up, and even 2021's Love All. Every time they linked, it wasn't just collabs, it was mentorship on wax. Sure, they had competitive edges, throwing little subliminals here and there, but at the end of the day, Drake never hid it. He admitted flat out that Jay inspired him.
And I remember when I was about like 17 years old, I was in a parking lot. I was watching Jay-Z do a show for an event at the time that was called Rock the Caravana. It was like the first time Jay-Z had ever really like come to the city and shown us love. And I was with one of my friends from school, and I was in the parking lot. For me, that was really a moment that unlocked something in my mind. It made me realize that all this is possible, you know? So I want.
See, that big bro, little bro dynamic never disappeared. Hav was the general, Drake the sharpshooter soaking up every move. And word on the street, Jay wasn't just inspiring, he was guiding him from day one, like whispering in his ear, who to trust, who to dodge, how to move in this Shark Tank of an industry. And now fans are convinced Jay wasn't just rapping, he was straight up warning Drake through lyrics, like coded messages hidden in plain sight. People are pulling receipts from Light Up, those bars where Jay tells him, here's how they'll come at you. It wasn't just clever wordplay, it was a real-life caution, talking about fake favors, industry traders, setups wrapped in smiles. That wasn't just rap, that was mentorship in disguise. And now, everyone's convinced Jay might have been pointing his finger at Diddy, warning Drake to watch out for the big mogul with too much power and too many games behind the scenes. And let's not forget, Drake and Diddy's beef, that was no small drama. Let's take it back to summer 2014. The two of them clashed, and get this, it all started over a beat. Yeah, the now iconic 0 to 100 / The Catch Up. Produced by Boy One Day and Frank Dukes, the beat was supposed to be for Diddy's project. At least that's what Puff claimed. But Drake? He wasn't waiting on anyone. He snatched it, dropped it, and boom, the track exploded. Now picture this. December 8th, 2014, DJ Khaled's birthday party at Olive Nightclub in Miami. The room is full of stars, champagne flowing, everyone lit. But behind all that glitter, straight tension. Diddy wasn't there to celebrate, he was there to settle scores. And according to multiple witnesses, Puff ran up on Drake, pressed him about the beat, and when Drake clapped back with words, Diddy slapped him, right there in the club, allegedly telling him, "You'll never disrespect me again."
There's no footage of this based on people that I've spoken to close to the situation. Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I was laying in my bed and my phone kept ringing. I'm like, why my phone keep ringing at 4 o'clock in the morning? So I go to look at my phone and it's my dude, like my dude. And he ain't no just random guy in the club. This is somebody that everybody knows.
Right.
He's like, boy, you wouldn't just believe what happened. I'm like, what? Diddy just slapped Drake.
Puffy for so long and having dealings with him, what was the first thing you thought when you heard the story about him allegedly punching Drake?
He said, "F it." Drake, I actually thought Drake must have said something wrong to him or something, or did something, or tried to play him, or something must have happened. I actually really didn't,
This wasn't just about music anymore. No, this was about power, ego, and control. Even 50 Cent chimed in, loud and unfiltered. That alone tells you how messy it really was.
Puff can't hear a hit? That's kind of crazy.
He still hear things from back then, that time.
Oh, got you now.
Right.
Okay. Got you saying.
You can't buy the right. You play it for him right now, and it's hot. You can't buy it. This is why he's fighting Drake. When you hit Drake, because he used the beat that he didn't actually use.
0 to 100.
Right, you see what I'm saying? So if he heard it, and then he heard Drake use it, but it wasn't a hit yet until Drake put the lines on it. And he's upset about that because you can't hear it.
But here's where the whispers turned straight dark. Rumors started flying around LA, claims that Diddy had put a bounty on Drake. That's right, allegedly putting money on the table for anyone who could catch Drake slipping. Suddenly, the city felt different. Drake couldn't move the same.
Responding is a response.
Well, you talked about how you found out that they're trying to settle Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly to them or something. It was over the start from the bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about started from the bottom, I don't know what did.
But see, here's where it gets even more layered. People say Drake wasn't clueless. Hav had already schooled him. Stay sharp, play it smart. So Drake made a move. He linked up with the Game, the Compton Bulldog himself. See, Diddy had industry clout, but Game had the streets on lock. And when things get physical, reach beats clout, always. And that connection might have saved Drake. Word is, people approached Game, trying to line Drake up, telling him to wet him up. But instead of sending shooters, Game flipped the script. He protected him. But let's be real, protection in the streets ain't free. That kind of favor always comes with a price tag. And Drake, he knew it. Word is he repaid Game the only way a rap titan could, by gifting him a record. Not just any record, 100. And it didn't stop there. They filmed the video right in Compton, Game's own backyard. That wasn't just collaboration. That was a business move, a chess move. Drake wasn't trying to look tough, he was buying protection. But here's the twist. During that very video shoot, Drake panicked. Whack 100, who was on scene, said Drake spotted unfamiliar faces. Guys he didn't know. He froze. Thought it was a setup, thought Diddy's bounty was about to come due. Man bolted straight out. Whack had to send someone to calm him down, telling him, relax bro, they're with us, they're here for your protection. By May 2015, the smoke seemed to clear, or so it looked. Word was they patched things up with French Montana even bragging he helped broker peace. Diddy went on The Breakfast Club, all smiles, calling Drake a friend. But nobody bought it. It reeked of PR cleanup, not genuine friendship. Behind closed doors, though, nah. The energy stayed cold. Industry cool on the surface, icy underneath. Some insiders even claimed it wasn't just about the beat. Remember Cassie? Yeah, Cassie, who later came forward with claims about Diddy being controlling and obsessive. Well, rumor was Drake once tried to bring her over to OVO back in 2013. Real or not, in Diddy's world, perception is reality. That alone could have set him off. Fans dug up an old Lil Duval tweet too, saying Diddy swung on Drake in Miami just for saying hi to Cassie. People laughed back then. Today, that story hits very different. Meanwhile, Drake did what Drake always does. He spoke in code through his music. 4 p.m. in Calabasas wasn't just another freestyle. It was a veiled message, throwing shade at self-promoters, mocking OGs trying to press him, and even clowning Diddy's iconic, take that, take that. At the time, people thought it was just witty. Now, the dots connect. And now, the chatter's hitting peak levels. Fans and insiders are whispering louder than ever. Did Jay-Z know all along? Was he dropping warnings, not just for Drake, but for himself too? See, some folks swear Hav was neck-deep in Diddy's twisted games. That Jay wasn't just watching from the sidelines. He might have been part of the same machine. His name keeps popping up in those messy lawsuits linked to Diddy. And every time something ugly surfaces, boom, Jay's name isn't far behind. Jaguar Wright, never one to hold back, even compared them. She said Jay and Diddy are basically the same sandwich, just different slices. Let that sink in. People laughed it off once. Now, fans are looking back, replaying her words with goosebumps. And honestly, a lot of people are starting to believe her. One fan put it plain on social media. Y'all call Jag crazy, but she's telling the truth. Been telling it. And the scary part? Every day that passes, the receipts seem to back her up. So, let's put it out there. If Jay really was dropping all those subliminal warnings to Drake, then maybe, just maybe, it wasn't just mentorship. Maybe he was protecting himself. Maybe he was covering his empire. Think about it. Hav's a businessman before anything else. If Diddy was a ticking bomb, those subliminal lyrics might have been Jay's way of saying, I warned you, don't tie this mess to me. But here's the million-dollar question. How much did Jay actually know? Was he just the wise OG giving Drake survival tips? Or did he have inside knowledge, deep in the mud with Diddy, all while playing mentor? And Drake, did he take the warnings seriously enough? Or did he only connect the dots once the smoke was already thick around him? Because now, with all these lawsuits, all these old rumors resurfacing, and fans pulling out decade-old lyrics like hidden blueprints, it feels like the truth has been sitting in plain sight the whole time. Jay said it best back in Light Up. Here's how they're going to come at you. And now, with the hindsight of everything we've seen, Drake's beef with Diddy, the slap in Miami, the whispers of bounties, Cassie, the coded bars, it doesn't sound like just a rap lyric anymore. It sounds like prophecy. And here's where it gets chilling. If Jay knew the kind of power games, setups, and obsession Diddy was moving with, then maybe this wasn't just about protecting Drake. Maybe it was about protecting Jay-Z himself, keeping his hands clean, distancing his empire, making sure when the bomb finally exploded, he wouldn't be standing next to it. So the gossip streets are lit with one final burning question. Were Jay-Z's subliminals the real receipts the whole time? Was he giving Drake the keys to survival, or was he warning everyone while quietly protecting his own empire? Because now, years later, with Drake finally exposing that private warning, it feels less like rap history, and more like a scandalous secret that's only just unraveling. What do you think? Was Hov the wise mentor, or the silent partner? Did Drake really dodge the bullet thanks to Jay's coded messages, or was he just another pawn in a bigger, dirtier game? One thing's for sure, this story isn't done yet. Stay locked, because the truth, it's only getting louder.